Hey guys, this is GeGe from GeGe Yoga. I'm back with a brand new video. This is yoga for when you're on your period, and it's just a really nice gentle practice just to soothe those tummy and those back pains. All you need is a mat, some comfy clothes and an optional pillow. We're going to be very chill and low to the ground today, so let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start down on our backs today. So take your time getting there, lowering all the way down, and plant the soles of the feet on the ground. Just take a moment here, get yourself situated, and then take your hands to your lower belly and a little bit lower where you can usually feel the cramping, the menstrual cramping. And from here, I just want you to start breathing really deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as your belly fills with air, your tummy should rise and your fingertips should start to come apart, and the opposite motion as it empties out as you exhale. So take a couple of rounds in your own time, breathing into where the soreness is, where the cramping may be. And maybe you're doing this video if you're not on your period, or if you are a gentleman and you just want a nice gentle practice, and this is perfect for that as well. Everybody's welcome. Keep going, lengthening the inhales and the exhales. And as your belly goes up and down, it's going to be a very gentle massage also for those digestive organs, for those reproductive organs. Just one more round here. Great job, guys. Bring the hands down by your side, palms down, and we're just going to go for a couple of pelvic tilts, because the likelihood is, if it's that time of month for you, that you have a little bit of a sore lower back going on. So this is just going to start to loosen everything up. So as you inhale, you're going to lift the lower back off the ground by tilting the bum backwards towards you. Your hips are going to tilt towards your thighs. So it's just your lower back arching slightly off the ground. And then as you exhale, the opposite motion. So the lower back is going to come flush with the mat, and you're going to just tilt your bum up slightly. So just coming off the floor just a little bit. It's not a hip bridge. And keep going, marrying the breath with the movement. This is a really subtle movement, tilting the pelvis back and forth, feeling that lower back connection with the mat. So you don't have to go too big or too fast. Close the eyes and just feel the sensations. Two more rounds, guys. Keep going. Let it become almost a bit of a meditation, marrying breath with the movement. And start to finish your last round and just come to a neutral spine on the mat. Slowly start to bring your knees in towards your chest. You can even give them a hug, but this might be a bit too much pressure on that sore belly. So you can just bring the hands to the tops of the knees here. You have your options. We're going super gentle today. And from here, let's massage that back, just rocking back and forth. And if you want a little bit more of a massage, you can start to circle the knees around, pulling them a little bit into your chest, and then take the circle the opposite way. So we're literally massaging the back on the mat right now. Should feel like quite a relief. And really start to bring your breath into the movement. If you want, you can bring a little bit of foot play into this, flexing one foot and then the other. Maybe you rotate the ankles. You do your dance. One more circle each way. If you're circling, if you're just nice and still, you're like, gee, this is enough. This is all I can take today. That's okay. I've been there. And start to come back to center. And then from here, you can bring the soles of the feet down and then coming to a fetal position. So just roll over onto one side, bring the knees into the chest, use the bottom arm as a pillow. Just resting here for a moment. And then start as slowly as you'd like to press yourself up to a tabletop position. Great job, guys. So hands come underneath the shoulder points. Knees are underneath the hip points. And we're going to start with just a regular cat-cow. So inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. And exhale, round everything in. Usually I would say suck belly towards spine, but try and go a little bit more gently here today. And again, inhale, articulate that spine. It's going to help, I promise. And exhale, round everything in. One more time, inhale. Hair's gone everywhere. And exhale. And then take your own little dance here. Start to circle over the wrists. Maybe you take your bum side to side. Maybe it's your hips that need some love. Maybe you want to stretch out to a cobra and stretch out that sore belly. You can bring your neck into the movement. One more round of breath, just doing your own thing. And then I want you to bring the big toes to touch, knees as wide as the mat, and then take yourself back to your extended child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat, and the hips sink back. And gently start to come up to seated. Bring the knees together. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down to traditional child's pose. So forehead's going to come to the mat and we're going to take some ripples up to seated again. So come down, forehead comes down, hands come behind. And on your inhale, you're going to start to ripple up through the spine. So unfurl vertebrae by vertebrae until you're sitting up. Lift the chest and start to go down again. And again, inhale. And exhale down to your traditional child's pose. Twice more. Inhale. Sit up tall and exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And stay down here for a couple of breaths. Okay, start to come up to all fours, walk the hands forward, tuck the toes under, and here we go, your only downwards facing dog of today's session. So peel that bum up towards the sky, really press into your palms, your knees, in fact, I encourage your knees to be bent here. This is a gentle practice. And you can move around a bit here, give your hips a gentle sway. Bend one knee and then the other, let the head drop. Whatever it is you want to do. And then start to take baby steps up to your hands. Coming into a really soft forward fold. So I want you to really dangle here. There's no tension, there's no stress. Bend the knees, bend everything in. Curving towards the ground. And again, organic movement. Take what you need, if anything at all. Today you take care of you. Lovely job. And start to roll it through the spine as slowly as you can go. Vertebrae by vertebrae, unfurling. When you get to the top, shake the hair off your face, roll the shoulders up to the ears on your inhale, and as you exhale, drop them down the back body. Tadasana. Take a couple of moments here. We're headed straight back down to the mat, don't worry. So we're not here for long. And start to roll down the exact same way that you came up, okay? So head goes first, and then curve the spine, curving all the way down until you're dangling again with those bent knees. From here, there's no elegant way to do this. You're going to start to bend the knees, walk the hands backwards, coming onto that bum. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so you're going to take your legs nice and long in front of you, and if you want, you can grab that pillow. Here's one I made earlier. You're going to lay it across your legs, just a nice buffer for your belly, into a restorative forward fold. So start to fold over, reaching for your toes. You can bring your forehead down to the pillow. Don't suffocate yourself. And just rest here. Gently start to roll back up. Take this pillow just to the side for a second. We'll come back to it. And we're going to go into a cobbler's pose here. So bring your feet together and then open the knees wide like a book. And then from here, I encourage you to just take the soles of the feet a little bit further away. So we're coming more into a diamond here. And then bring your hands to the soles of the feet and start to give yourself a gentle massage. So getting your thumbs nice and deep into the arches of your feet. Feels good. And I'm trying to stay uncharacteristically quiet during today's practice, because I understand when it's that time of month, sometimes you just want quiet. And when you've taken what you need here, lift the chest and then option to take the pillow out in front of you again as a buffer for your belly, but start to fold forward. This can be a restorative version of the posture, so you can round everything in as opposed to lengthening. Bit of relief for the back. And gently start to come up. Plant the soles of the feet on the ground. Knees are nice and wide. And we're just going to go into a move that I like to call the flop. I'm not sure that's a real yoga name, but I just want you to let your chest fall down the middle, let your arms and your hands flop over your legs, and then just let your head hang super heavy. And this should feel really good on the upper back, down the back of the neck here. Also depends how tight you are today. Chances are you are pretty tight. And then start to roll up to seated. Bring the hands behind you so the heels of the hands are facing your bum. And then start to lift the chest. Take your shoulder blades towards each other. So you're moving your shoulder blades towards each other. From here, if you want a little bit more of a chest stretch, you can walk the hands a little bit further back. Everybody's different. And just take this counter stretch. Gently start to walk the hands back in. Lovely job. And then taking hold of the backs of the legs, we're going to come to lying down. So Try and go down as slowly as you can. And if you can't, that's okay. And come to lying completely fully down. Bring your hands to your belly, and you can have the hands on top of each other, however you wish is comfortable. And we're just going to draw some circles, massaging the stomach one way, giving it some love. And then change that circle, massaging the other way. There's some schools of thought that say that yoga shouldn't be done at the time of the month, particularly in ancient forms of yoga such as Ashtanga. But that's just one school of thought, and I'm of the opinion that a little movement does us some good, even if it's just this. This is movement. And start to let your tummy circles go and just lie in stillness for a moment. And you may be like, gee, can't do Shavasana. All I can think about is how bad my belly hurts. That's okay. Choose something to focus on, whether it's your breath going in and out of your nose, or whether it's your belly rising and falling. Couple more deep breaths here. And start to gently roll back into that fetal position on one side, doesn't matter which side, using your bottom bicep as a pillow. And there's an option here to use the pillow. So something that can be quite comforting is to bring the pillow between your legs in an assisted fetal hold. This might work for you, it might not work for you. For me, it feels quite nice, especially if the pillow is a little bit on my belly as well. I can hug it there. Yeah, feels good. And this is where I'm going to leave the video so that you have the option to stay here for as long as you like. You might even have a little nap. And you can come back to this practice every single time you're feeling a bit poop. You need to give yourself a little bit of love. Have a lovely rest of your day and feel better soon. Namaste.